Today we're taking a look at the Cliq Classic version 1 chair. I've had this for just under a year and a half. I bought it in July of 2024. I bought it off of Amazon, and well, I found this chair through another YouTube channel when I was searching for the perfect chair for overlanding, minimalist, small chair, but still somewhat comfortable. This is what it came down to. There was a few other chairs in my lineup I thought about buying, but I ended up buying 2 of these chairs, and it's been a great chair. But let's talk about it. So, the Cliq Classic version 1.0 chair you cannot buy on Cliq's website anymore. They have a version 2.0, but it is a bit more expensive. You can pick this up on Amazon for $100 right now, and I believe the Cliq 2.0 version is like $190. So it's a bit cheaper. Let's talk about, is it worth spending $100 or should you go to the 2.0? So this weighs in at 3.65 pounds. It's got a bottle-ish, I guess they call it a bottle-ish style. So it's kind of the size of a bottle. I have a 32-ounce bottle here to kind of compare the two. I would say it's a little bit bigger than a bottle. I do like the foldable style. As you can see, it's nice folded up. It's convenient to take anywhere. And that's my biggest thing with it, is it fits in the back of my Jeep, in the little compartment in the very back of the Jeep Wranglers. And I can fit 2 of these side by side, and it just works fantastic for portability. I love it for that. Carry it to a football game, a kid's soccer game or something. Carry it down the beach to set it and watch the sunset. I mean, there's multiple things, right? Absolutely. Portability is number 1 when it comes to this. 15-second setup time, they say. You don't have to take anything apart, but you got to kind of like unfold it all. And that takes a little bit of time, especially when you're not like trying to, just doing it casually, right? Just doing it casually, like you're at camp, you're setting up your chair. We're not going to go speeding through trying to make it like world record setup time. It's stable in a variety of different terrains. So I've tested this out in sand, in dirt, gravel, obviously like a yard, so your lawn. It's worked really good in the sand. We've sat in them in the sand for, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours one time watching the sunset. It worked great. Actually, we sat in them too long because we kind of almost got hosed when the tide started to come in. We got in a pretty precarious position, but we got out. We were fine. But they worked great. They were comfortable. It was kind of nice. These big rubber feet on them, they do really good. And you can see I've used it a bit. Like I said, I've had it a year and a half, and that's not much for wear. So super happy with the big rubber feet. These work really good when you go to stick it in the sand. You can kind of like recline it or recline it less. Like you can recline the front of the legs and dig them down into the sand a little bit more, and just kind of get your position where you want it if you don't want to be super lean back. Naturally, these things, you kind of want to slouch back, you know, real good in your chair. That's just the natural way of this chair. It just wants to put you in that kind of a position. Let's see here. It supports up to 300 pounds. Also, the legs are made of a aircraft grade aluminum. So legs seem pretty solid to me. I have read some reviews on Amazon. I don't just read the 5-star reviews. I try to read the reviews that aren't so great. And a couple of people, or at least one person that I read, I didn't go through every review, but one person said they had a problem with the leg bending. And I'm 5'7", 160 pounds. I haven't had any issues at all. Obviously, I'm on the lighter side. But I've had no issues. I've had no issues with the button here at all, pushing in, clicking, doing the whole thing. Kind of like the whole point of the chair is called a Cliq chair because of this right here. So basically, you unfold it all, and this will click and lock these gears, these leg gears, into place. And then when you're ready to set it up or fold it down, take it down, you just click this button, and all the legs fold up and it looks like it does here. So it does have some ripstop ballistic nylon and double seams. And I will put some video up here of showing you the double seams along with the ballistic ripstop nylon. I think this chair is really great for barbecues, for picnics, for beach days. I love it for beach days. It's so easy to carry. Throw it in your backpack. Super simple. Backpacking trips, I think, would be great. I don't think like an ultralight hiker would want to take this on a multi-day, trip. But I think for the day casual beach hiker, whatever, I think would be fantastic. Absolutely great. I put these in the back of my Jeep and I leave them in that compartment I showed you earlier all the time. So I always have a chair. As long as I have my Jeep, I have my chair. If we take the wife's car, I typically don't remember to pull them out of the Jeep and put them in her car. So maybe I should buy a couple of more of these and put a couple in her car so we always have them. A few negatives on this. Weight, it's heavy. It's not an ultralight chair. It's 3.65 pounds, just over 3.5 pounds. It's heavy. It's solid. It feels quality, though. The stitching has been perfect since day one. I've had no problems with the stitching coming out, ripping. The ballistic nylon has worked great. I've had no issues with the quality on this at all. Said and done, everything on this has been really good, held up really good. But getting back to the Amazon reviews, I did see that one customer bent a leg. Another customer was complaining that it wasn't clicking in, but I want to say that might have been user error because you cannot unfold the legs after you start to extend the rods. If you extend the rods and then try to click the legs, it won't happen. You need to click the legs first and then extend the actual seat rods, right? You have 4 of them that you got to extend. 2 of them have 1 click and 2 of them have 2 clicks. So the back have 2 clicks, the legs have 1 click. If you extend those before you click your legs into place, it won't click into place. And you can bend it and try as hard as you can. It will not click into place. You might be able to get it to, but I couldn't. And I wasn't going to force anything to. So you just got to make sure that after you open it up, let it click, then extend the back and extend the front. I always extend the 2 clicks first and then extend the ones that are your legs, the 1 clicks after that. It just makes setup a little bit easier from the experience I have. Putting this in a backpack, I think this is great. I got a backpack right here by Alps Mountaineering, and this will fit right inside this thing. No problem. Zip it up, and you got your chair inside this tiny little backpack, and it works. It works great. I love it. I think it works freaking awesome. So, to wrap this video up, I know it was kind of a quick video. It's just a chair. There's not a whole heck of a lot to talk about. I think it's a great chair. I would definitely buy it again. I have no problems with this. It's given me no problems. Both chairs I have worked absolutely perfect. If you buy this on Cliq's website, they will give you, I guess, a 1-year manufacturer's warranty. So if you do have any issues, you can ship it back to them on your dime. So it's going to cost you a few pennies to ship it back to them. But if something is wrong with it, they will either, if they can't repair it, they will replace it and give you a new chair. They say they have a lifetime warranty. So if you have any defects with it, you can send it back to them. They will repair it and send it back to you. But anytime you ship this to them, it's going to be under your dime. I don't know how much shipping costs. I've heard from some people that it's as much as a chair costs. So at that rate, $100, it's not really worth it. But if you buy this through Amazon, you don't get all that warranty. You get it from whoever you purchased it through. So my recommendation when you're buying a Cliq chair, just buy it right from their website and you will be 100% covered. Yeah, it might not ship as fast as Amazon. And on that note, you cannot buy version 1.0 anymore on their website. They have discontinued it, so it is gone. So you have to go with the version 2.0, which is bit expensive. And I got to tell you, comfortability. Let's talk about, is it comfortable? To me, it's comfortable. I'm 5'7", 165 pounds. I can slouch down in it and it's pretty comfortable. But after a period of time, you have no neck support. So your neck, you're just kind of like, you have nothing to lean your head against. And so that's where I would recommend, and this is what I'm going to end up doing eventually when I can afford to buy a new chair from Cliq. I'm going to go with, I want to say, oh shoot, I closed my window down. Let me open it up real quick. I want to say it's the Epic Lounge chair. It looks pretty laid back. I want to say it has some adjustability, so you can kind of adjust it to be not so laid back and a little bit more set upright position. But it actually has a place for your head to kick back. And I think that's probably my number one complaint with the Classic 1.0 and even the Classic 2.0 and even the Mystic Beach chair. I think both of those chairs, so they have 4 models. They have the Classic 2.0, they have the Mystic Beach, the Epic Lounge, and the Riviera. All of them except for the Epic Lounge do not have a headrest. Your head, I think maybe the Riviera might be tall enough in the back to support your head, but the Epic is the only one that actually has like a little pillow for your head to kick back on. So that's the one I'm going to look at purchasing next. But it is a bigger chair. It's not as small as the Classic 1.0 or 2.0. The Classic 1 and 2s are absolutely fantastic when it comes to portability. If you go any other chairs from Cliq, you're going to be going up in size. Is it a major difference? I don't know. I don't have those chairs, so eventually I'm going to buy them, but they are expensive. They're expensive, but I think they're worth the price. If you're just somebody that hardly goes to any events or do anything outside, it's not worth it. If you're not going to be using these chairs at least a number of times every summer, spring, fall, it's not worth it. Just go to Walmart, grab a chair, and you're good to go. You're hardly going to use it. Don't spend a bunch of money on something you're hardly going to use. These are chairs that are made to be used, not on the daily, but at least a number of times each month. You got to use them to get your money's worth out of them, I think. And if you got the extra money and you want a nice quality chair, I think these chairs are a really good way. Just know that the Classic 1.0 that I have, I wouldn't want to sit in this chair for 4 consecutive hours. I would have to get up. It's going to start to it starts to kind of dig into where behind my knees area. It starts to dig in there. That's probably my biggest complaint about it. Comfortable, talking comfortability. Talking comfort, I guess I should just say. I don't know why I have problems saying certain words sometimes, and so anyways, I think the comfort is probably its biggest downfall. And that's you're going to have a give and take, right? There's going to be chairs that are just all super comfy, but they're not very portable. And when you're talking for my particular situation, I have a small Jeep. I throw all this stuff in it. I don't have a lot of room to take things. And so I kind of gave up a little bit of the comfortness for portability, for the size of it. And I'm happy with that. I think overall it's great. Let's do a comparison when we're talking about size. All right. I got a normal size chair, maybe a little bit extra big, but I'm going to set that down here. I'm going to put on my extra wide so you guys can see what we're dealing with here. And I'm going to show you guys a side-by-side comparison of the two chairs. So let me get this set up here. There's a little size comparison. I mean, it is probably a quarter of the size. I mean, we're talking... I mean, look at that. That's crazy. So much smaller. I don't know if you'd rather take this or this big ass thing. Pretty obvious, if you ask me. I'm going with the Cliq every day. You can kind of see the Cliq's portability is its number one weapon. I mean, that's what it, I think, excels in big time. And I love how easy it is to set up. It's just simple. No having to put legs together and then put the fabric on for the seat and then take it all down. I like the little bit of weight because I'm not a hiker. I don't go hiking crazy trails. I do some hiking, and this works fantastic. Throw it in my bag. It's not too heavy for me. I'm doing a couple of mile hikes to go see some cool thing. I'm not doing crazy hikes. So if you're not doing crazy hikes and you just need a good camping chair to just take off or just do a little adventures, go out and do some day trips, even camping trips, I think this works fantastic. I love it. Couldn't say more good things about it. It's not perfect, but there's been nothing that has stood out to me to not recommend it to you guys. And I'm guessing the 2.0 is just even better. I know the 2.0 is a 400-pound weight limit, where this is a 300-pound weight limit. I think when you start getting up close to the weight limit, you might want to start looking at something different, because I think it could be a little wobbly. If I was a bigger man or woman, it could feel a little unstable. But being 5'7", 160, this thing feels solid. I love it. I think it works great. I think the comfortness is good enough to get me through a camping weekend, a day easy at a kid's sporting event, at a concert, anything of that nature, a barbecue. I would have no problem sitting in this for a number of hours, and I would be happy that when I fold it up, it's just this big and I'm hitting the road. So if you're looking at this chair, I would give it a 4.5 star out of 5 stars. The only complaint is after hours and hours of sitting in it, it can get a little bit uncomfortable. But for a small, lighter feller, I'm happy with this. So after all that, I appreciate you guys watching my video. I hope it helped you. Hope it gave you some insight onto the Cliq chair. I did not get sponsored by Cliq. I bought this with my own money off of Amazon, and I have been happy ever since. No complaints. I like this chair, and I think you will too. So, yeah, appreciate you watching, and we will see you in the next one. All right, see you.